Hello everybody! Today we're gonna be talking about one of my services that I think is priceless, either done by me or somebody else. It's about a birth chart. Many people have this done, and it's shocking to some of them. Wow, I had no idea. I didn't know who I am. How did I live my life not knowing that I love certain way, or certain way people look at me, or the way I act, feel, etc. So really this is like knowing your blueprint to some point, knowing who you are, knowing how you operate. Also knowing your challenges, okay, what to release, how to look at things, and what is your higher calling, what is your life purpose. So all this is in your birth chart, which is based on your birth date, place of your birth, and also time when it comes to rising sign, also known as ascendant. But let's say you met somebody and you would like to know who that person is. And I tell you, sun sign, that's one thing. It shows the overall personality, the highlights. But what I love to know is the moon sign, because the moon, that is exactly the part of that inner someone, something that you cannot see. Okay? And the sun sign will not tell you either. Is the true to the core who that person is, because that's the way he acts, reacts, and is feeling. So it's really, really important, and I would absolutely advocate this. One of the services is astrology and angel cards reading, the other numerology and angel cards reading, or astrology, numerology, and angel cards reading, and that gives you the whole picture in a nutshell. You know where you stand. So here I prepared somebody's chart. We may name Michael or Michelle, doesn't matter. And let's see what we're gonna find out about this person, because that's how it will look like later. So let's say it's Michael, and his sun sign is in Pisces. So right away we know that he's spiritual. He is a water sign, so he is emotional, and based his opinions and how he operates, I call this operating system, is emotions. He has a great imagination. He's most likely very intuitive. The question is if he listens to his intuition, and that's another story. He can be very psychic, and as we will see overall with all this signs and the placement, we will see that he should be very psychic, also romantic, mystical, very easily adaptable, because this is not a fixed sign. And also is worth to remember that he doesn't put up with too much conflict. Any discord in a relationship, he may be swimming the other way really quickly, so be prepared for that. So if you, let's say, a drama queen, and you love and love and love and love, complain and whine and gossip and this and that, most likely he is not for you. Now his rising sign is in Aries, and here you need to know the time of the person. But what rising sign means, it's the image. So it's how the other people see Michael. It's not how he reacts, is somebody looks at him and that's how they will see him. So what they will see, strong, adventurous, pioneer kind of personality. He's definitely not a follower, he's a leader. He also has strong likes and dislikes. So it's never, you don't know, like cold or warm. No, it's either warm or it's cold. It's either black or it's white. And he is getting right to the point. He is a doer, not a thinker too much. Even though he's a thinker because he's intelligent, but he's more doer than a thinker. He's very enthusiastic, and his enthusiasm is actually contagious. He hates lies and liars. Any fraud, any form of a deception, no good with this man. And sometimes he can be a troublemaker, kind of started trouble only because he is not the kind person who goes with the flow, with everybody else's flow, with everybody else's actions or opinions. He forms his own. He is a leader, remember, not a follower. So you need to remember about this person. That's Michael. Now, his moon, as you can see, is in Scorpio. Now, moon in Scorpio. Moon is the instinct. That's exactly what I'm always looking for, because now we know the part of Michael that nobody can see. That's the inner Michael. That is how he acts, reacts, and feels about things. It's his inner personality. Very important, because that's how you know who he really is and what to expect. And I would like to place a little more even your attention on this one, because once you find out, pay attention, truly pay attention. So for example, moon in Scorpio. Okay, very spiritual, because Scorpio is about feelings, so he feels deeply. He's very emotional, but the part that you need to pay attention to is that he hides his feelings. So let's say he disapproves of your emotions. So he is angry or jealous, but he will keep it to himself. When he will be talking to you, will be nice, cutesy, patootsy, he's calm, he's charming, very agreeable, and then from nowhere you get a letter or a voicemail, or somehow he will show you what he really thinks, how he really feels. And sometimes he could hold this. If you knew him 34 years ago, he can actually hold that long. Some resentment, something that you may hurt him so many years ago, and he was waiting for so many years now to tell you what he thinks about you, how he feels about you, and it's not gonna be pretty. So you talked to him in the morning, or you saw him, you maybe had a nice lunch with him, everything was great. But that's not what is inside. It's all about this deep, deep feelings that he never shows. So now you have right in your face, and usually it's not pretty at all. So all that being agreeable and calm, it's all deception. When it comes to Michael, I would say it's a very destructive behavior. If you keep that long something, I wouldn't be surprised if Michael is actually sick, physically sick, because such a, anger kept hidden so deep, it will, because of the body, mind, and soul connection, will make a person ill, really physically ill. And it's not like you can put any hint on it, sometimes these people are actually hypochondriacs, because it's nothing that really even any doctor knows for sure. But they will claim they are sick, and that's it. That's always do it. But really, they are resentful. They are inside very angry. And boy, they can keep that for a long time. So once he let it go and become open and be truthful about his feelings and open with these feelings, instead of hiding for such a long time, it's gonna be better actually for everybody. But it is what it is in the meantime. So watch how he is feeling. If he is sick, ask him if his moon is in Scorpio, okay? Now in this case, when he has moon in Scorpio but sun in Pisces, the intensity and persistence adds energy and creativity. So actually his dreams may turn to be real, to the reality, a lot easier. So that's a good thing. Now his Mercury, as you can see, is in Aquarius. Now obviously he is very clever. Very often this is a sign of a genius in astrology. Very inventive mind, I would say visionary. This is the person who will scream in the middle of the night, eureka, or have these aha moments. He's a really great judge when it comes to people. He will seek the truth in everything. He's a philosopher. He's into metaphysics. He's about the future, the bigger vision, the big picture. You may see all these ideas coming out of him. So that's exactly what you can expect. He's kind of living more in the future than, definitely he's not living in the past. So if you're talking always about the past doesn't exist to this man. He's already in the future. The only thing that he may live in the past is the grudges that he keeps from a long time ago, and he is waiting when to get even with somebody, and that his moon in Scorpio. So you may, I wouldn't be surprised if Michael was a scientist, or had something to do with inventions, television, electronics. He's a thinker. He is a thinker, and everything is big picture with him. Now Venus, he has in Aquarius. Venus is who you love, what you attract, where is your creative talent. Definitely, if you want to be with this man, you need to know that he needs freedom. So if you, let's say, send him to do the shopping, and he's supposed to be back an hour ago and he still is not back, and you call him and where are you, where have you been, what you've been doing, who did you see, who did you meet, he will run too for the hills. He doesn't like that at all. He is very kind, very loving. He doesn't tolerate jealousy or emotional scenes. That's definitely not for Michael. He may also be very popular, but he always will prefer to deal with the larger groups of people than just one. Okay, everything is big with this person. That's the Aquarius, big picture. And he has many friendships, but with these lovers, he usually, because Aquarius is the sign of hopes and wishes, and Venus usually delivers what you wish for, okay? Happens later in your life, like after midlife. So after, I would say, 40, that real love may come. Now, Mars in Capricorn. Mars is the planet of action, willpower, temper, passion, ambition, desire, courage. Okay, it's hot, hot, hot. Capricorn, on the other hand, is the earth sign. Very practical, organized, but also very ambitious. So With Mars in Capricorn, I would say you have a Capricorn destiny, because your destiny is, where is your drive? Where is your passion? Okay. So in this scenario, I would say force and energy is kept under control. He's absolutely magnetic, ambitious. He's very determined. He may be kind of hot-blooded one time, very sexy, romantic, and then the other times you will see him cold and disinterested. At some point in life, since he has Mars in Capricorn, he may, because of his strong personal ambition, may be in the public eye, maybe even be very famous. Okay. Jupiter is Scorpio. Every time I see Jupiter, so the planet of good luck, success, joy in life, health, happiness, higher learning, vision, knowledge, honesty, and philosophy, I always think about great wealth, one way or another. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if he will benefit from inheritance or something that suddenly will come to him. Okay, but I can tell you he has a great willpower. Is a really person that is nothing lukewarm again about this person. He should be successful in his artistic work, but at the same time he's possessing shrewdness in money making, how to invest, how to find opportunities, how to turn something dead to be alive, even like properties, he knows how to do it. Saturn in Sagittarius. Saturn is the teacher, teaches our lessons in this life. In this position, I would say that if he is young, he's probably not truly successful yet, because Saturn in Sagittarians don't get truly successful until they learn the lesson of patience and perseverance. Okay, very important. When he will be older, he will be wiser, he will be even trusting, having visions, but trusting those visions, and believe in faith, because that's what it takes. Would be wonderful for him to be in any law career, politics, also writing and foreign affairs. There's nothing again small, big picture. Uranus in Leo. Now Uranus is the planet of a surprise, as we know. Suddenly something happens. It's very good to know where your Uranus is, because it shows where your own originality and special talents like self-expression can be best utilized. So let's say somebody doesn't have hands or legs, so we consider that person crippled, sitting in a wheelchair, like in some way or shape or form crippled, doesn't mean even physically. And guess what? Is very successful. Why? Because has a strong Uranus placement. So you say that's what determines the success. Now in Leo, it shows me that Michael have a forceful personality. He is again the leader. He has a desire to be a hero. He needs some attention. He's very creative. He may have a lack in gambling, and he may even get sudden opportunities through romantic relationships. Something good will come to him unexpectedly. Neptune in Scorpio. Ooh, Neptune, the planet of mystery and illusion, imagination, fantasy. The planet's position in the chart, Neptune in any position, whatever this planet is in your chart, shows what kind of ideals and goals you have, how psychic you are. Are you a visionary? Now, strong Neptunian influence symbolizes perfectionism. So these people will always say, I would like that, I'm always for that, but that's utopia. So the kind of utopian way of thinking, that's Neptune, the strong Neptune in Pisces, Scorpio, one of these water signs. Spiritualism, high ideals. Don Quixote, who says to dream the impossible dream, to fight, etc., for sure has Neptune in a water sign, possibly Pisces or Scorpio. Now, most likely, whatever Michael is feeling is always deep, 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 and you can see through all this birth chart. He has a feelings very, very deep, deep level. He's drawn to what's hidden, to the mystery, secret, so he would make a wonderful FBI, CIA agent, as you can see. Whatever is hidden from the public view, he always wants to uncover the truth. He can be interested in, again, in science, medicine, interested in the supernatural, very psychic, even interested in the occult. So let's say some damage is done to our environment. He may stand up for it, for sure. He also can fight for more open government, for more transparency in it. So whatever the good cause is, that's where Michael will be. Pluto in Virgo. Now Pluto represents the highest and the lowest which humankind is capable. So it's a transformation. Pluto wipes the slate clean in a big way. So the earthquakes, the bombings, the volcanoes, the tragedies, the shootings that we hear more and more, that's Pluto. It's nothing small about Pluto. Pluto, in fact, destroys things because also stands for the new beginnings. And in order to begin anew, the old needs to be destroyed. The old doors gotta be closed. And if you don't want to do it on your own, Pluto will do it for you. And especially that's why we were looking always in the Pluto-Uranus square, because boy, when that happens really suddenly, unexpectedly, and in a big, 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 big way. So I wouldn't be surprised if Michael was the one who fights for his civil rights, or trying to make the public awareness of toxic foods, of importance of a holistic medicine, pollution, air pollution, space exploration. He has a definitely very analytical mind. He feels deeply. He's seeking, and now feeling deeply from the other stuff. But Pluto in Virgo, he has a very analytical mind, seeking perfection in everything. But also, he can be kind of suspicious and finding the faults with everything around him, kind of picky and stuff, because again, this perfectionist. And notes. North Node, I don't know if you see this one or not, maybe I will pull North Node. And North Node, as you can see, is in Scorpio. If North Node is in Scorpio, then South Node is in Taurus. Okay, now nodes is actually shown as a dragon. Dragon head is the North Node and tail is the South Node. But really what that means is the spiritual lessons in your life that you need to learn. So North Node brings benefits and honors, and the South Node brings strain and adversity. So North Node is your calling, is your passion, your life path, your life purpose. No matter how you call it, that's what North Node represents. So with Scorpio North Node, what Michael needs to release is attachment to luxury. So most likely his lesson in life was that he was living a luxurious life and was good, and suddenly he needs to learn how to release that. How to live without the big ticket items, okay, and big homes and earthy appetites, and that's his big lesson, okay. and I'm gonna say in a second what to embrace. But you know, the small talk, releasing. No. It's no small talk anymore. Being overly practical, releasing, and being narrow-minded. That's not good either. That needs to be released, and also get a higher perspective and other people's perspective as well. And embracing soulful simplicity, so simple life, okay, coming from the soul, being spiritual and being fulfilled spiritually, embracing unspoken connections, so not just talking about everything and nothing, but on a so very spiritual level, the embracing the mystery, embracing allowing others to help Michael financially, because he is usually the guy that he is helping others, but not really good with getting that stuff from others, not just money but also help in general. And embracing passive income, which usually comes from writing a book or some money that actually he didn't work for and is getting. So that may be dividends paid, maybe royalties, something that is considered passive income. So you see now, this is 26 minutes of something, and then the other 30 minutes would be angel cards reading, for example. But you have a picture. You know so much about Michael now. Now when you're looking at him, you know if he's for you or not. Maybe you don't want to admit it, but you really will know if that's the man you're looking for. If that's the qualities that you okay with. Or it's already, you know, boy, such a handsome man, because most likely with all this stuff that I told you, he is handsome and he has those deep, beautiful, mysterious, romantic eyes. Those bedroom eyes, as I always say, and that gorgeous smile. So you're ready to go for it. But you see, now you know a lot more. Now you know a lot more, and that's absolutely priceless. Okay, I hope that helps. I love you all, and talk to you next time. Bye.